channel. Thank you all for tuning in and welcome to my sun rays. I'm so excited I get to call you guys out for the very first time. Today I'm going to do part 2 of my Q&A, get to know me tag. I have generated a bunch of questions from Instagram, similar to the first time I did this. So let's get started. My first question is, what is my life purpose or my destiny? I believe that we all were created specifically with a purpose in mind. God created us to fulfill a duty, and in order to fulfill that, we have to be in tune with Him and have a strong relationship with Him so that we can live intentionally. I believe that my life purpose is so I'm an empath, and I believe that I'm really good at healing. I am a very good listener, and I have been told that I am very motivational and encouraging. So I think that is a part of my life's purpose. I'll just cap it right there. I'm gonna do a video very soon about my morning routine and all my mental health practices and ways in which I preserve my mental health. So I will go a little bit more in depth in what my spiritual beliefs are, my morning routines, how I stay positive, and how I live an intentional life. So stay tuned for that. Next question is, what is a 2020 goal that I've accomplished? So at the beginning of each year, I write out a set of goals that I want to accomplish for the year, and I have, I think, 15 this year. So one of my 2020 goals that I've accomplished that I'm so proud of is having a healthy relationship with money. So I have been able to pay off a good amount of my debt. I've met my savings goal for the year already, and I've been very intentional about where my money goes, and I try not to hold on to it too tightly. So I've been proud of that. I also have a goal to eat healthy consistently and exercise consistently. I will say I have been exercising consistently, but within the last few weeks, I kind of took a break. When I started the YouTube channel, it took up a lot of time trying to get used to editing, so I took a break, and I do it kind of fragmented now. Here and there I'll work out. But yeah, I'm proud of that. My biggest accomplishment to date, hands down, no thinking about it, would have to be getting my PhD. Oh my gosh. When I was in undergrad, my major was biology, and I was around a lot of scientists. Everybody had their PhD, and I was heavy in biomedical research. And so I knew what it took to have acquire a PhD. And I was just like, look, if getting a PhD is harder than having to get my bachelor's, no, it's not happening for me. And here we are, 3 degrees later. And I did it. You just have to figure out what it is you want to do, what you're passionate about, and it will be difficult. I won't preach to y'all because I am still doing a PhD journey video, so I won't get into much details, but that is my biggest accomplishment. I'm so proud of that. Next question. What is something that I'm passionate about? Food, obviously. That's why we're all here. No, I am passionate. Yes, seriously, food. But I am very, 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 very passionate about diversity, equity, and inclusion, my life's work, my doctoral dissertation, all my research, everything that I advocate and stand for, it revolves around diversity, equity, and inclusion, specifically intersectionality, microaggressions, and unconscious bias. I am an advocate specifically for Black women, but for all marginalized groups, for all groups of people that are oppressed and under-resourced. I dedicate my life to advocating for those who don't have a voice. And so that is something that I'm really passionate about. Next question, how has COVID been affecting you? So those who know me in person know that this time has been, it's been a lot. I am very germ conscious. I don't want to say I'm OCD. I don't like to put that title on myself, but I am very germ conscious, and I do tend to be aware of where things go. So I have a place for everything. I do like to be tidy, and I like to clean up. And so, as you can imagine, and I'm also in the high-risk population. There's a story behind that. I was in the ICU for 5 days a few years ago. I almost died, literally. Like the doctor said, if I hadn't came in, I probably wouldn't have made it. And that affected my lungs. So because COVID affects your lungs when you catch it, I am even more at risk. So I try to be very mindful of the things that I do, the people that I hang around. I haven't even really been hanging out with anyone recently because my friend Erika passed unexpectedly. I did go to her funeral, which I'm so proud. They did maintain social distancing. They sat everybody 6 feet apart in the pews. We had to go in 6 feet apart. Everybody had masks on the whole entire time. So I felt confident being there, and I felt fine. And then my friend group, we had like a memorial service for her, and we all practiced social distancing. I stayed away from people. Everybody, they know me, so everybody respected my space, but it has been a bit difficult, and I do experience anxiety sometimes with going out because a lot of people, they're just over quarantining. They don't want to wear masks. And it's the summertime, so everybody wants to just be out and go to brunch and have fun. So I understand. But yeah, I have decided to just let go of the things that I can't control, and I can't control other people's actions, and I just can't sit around worrying about that. So I just focus on myself. I make sure I always have masks on, and I make sure I wash my hands all the time. I stay 6 feet apart from people. Even in the grocery store, I'm like ducking, dodging. I'm like speed walking through the aisles, trying to be in and be out. Oh my gosh. I'm also gonna do a video about my COVID journey because I have a whole protocol. Some people know what I do to maintain, like I have a sanitization protocol. But I'll do a video and get into it. I'll also take you guys on a trip with me to the grocery store to see like what I do and how I like move throughout the aisles and stuff. So stay tuned. I have a lot of cool videos coming up. So this is a great plug to turn your post notifications on and to subscribe so you can know when I post new videos. Okay, next question. What have I been snacking on during quarantine? I've been eating very healthy snacks. I just naturally like a lot of healthy food. I think I get that from my mom. She likes a lot of like nuts, and she was like the first person to drink non-dairy milk. She used to drink Silk, and growing up, I thought that was the most disgusting thing. And look, not that many people drink cow's milk anymore. So that's interesting. But anyways, I've been snacking on hummus and pita chips. Trader Joe's has this 3-layer hummus. It tastes so good. It's so flavorful and seasoned. I'll put a picture where I want to put it, right here, and show you guys what it looks like. And I've also been eating this variety nut pack from Walmart, and Target sells it. I get it from Target. It comes with like almonds, walnuts, no, not walnuts, pistachios, what comes in it? Almonds, peanuts, macadamia nuts, and cashews. And I love it. It gives me a great source of protein and energy. And what else? I also like Teddy Grahams. I've been snacking on that. Cherries are back in season, so I'm so excited. I get to eat some cherries. I love cherries. And Granny Smith apples. that's what I snack on. I like Sun Chips also. I like the jalapeno ones. I think they're jalapeno. The one in the red bag, and then the French onion or the sour cream and onion flavor. So those are my snacks. Next question. Am I introverted or extroverted? I would say I am in the middle. I'm both. So when I'm out in a big crowd of people, I tend to be in the back sitting back, observing, not really talking. So when I go to an event or a party or something, I'm not the type of person to walk up and be like, so how's it going? My name is so-and-so, nice to meet you. I'm not that type of person. I'm the person that's like chilling by the bar or chilling on the outskirts of the event, probably on my phone, or just watching people, and people come and talk to me, and then I'll engage in conversation and we'll just be talking. But if I have to be like in a professional setting, I can be very social. So I'm both. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, because I'm an empath, I feel like I take on a lot of energy. So being social, especially in big settings like festivals or a big party, it kind of drains me. So I have to come back home and kind of decompress, be by myself, recharge, not have to talk to anybody, not have to be engaged and present in any kind of conversation, and just relax. Next question. Would you ever change anything about yourself? And if so, what would it be? No, I wouldn't change anything about myself. I love myself. I'll be the first to say it. Moment of transparency and like vulnerability. I have not always been this confident, but my dear friend Arika, she had a role to do with me tapping into my confidence. My mom helped me tap into my confidence, and just growing older and maturing and learning that, especially as a Black woman, like you just gotta live in your truth, own your truth, and just be who you are and love on yourself. It's important to love on yourself. And so yeah, I wouldn't change anything about myself. I really wish I could sing though. So if I could be able to sing, I would love that. But there's nothing I would change. Thinking like physically from head to toe, no, I'm happy with who I am physically and as a person. Next question. Which of the 5 senses would I say is the strongest? I would have to say my sense of smell. That's one. I'm always smelling things that no one else can smell. And 9 times out of 10 is something smelly. I do not like smelly things. Oh my God, it upsets me so much. I get kind of angry, like, what is that smell? I need to fix it immediately. I also think my sense of taste is immaculate, if I do say so myself. I think my palate has matured over the years, definitely. Next question. What is your biggest turn on in a person? Okay, so now we're getting to the dating questions. Y'all love to talk about dating. I mean, I get it. So I know in my last video I said the 5 or 3 things that I don't like. So the 3 things that I do like. I love someone that is very romantic and considerate. So my love languages are, the first one is quality time. The second one is, no wait, I messed up. No, the first one is acts of service. Second one is quality time. The third one is gifts and words of affirmation. They're on the same level. And then it's physical touch. So if I say that, oh, I like this thing, and then I get it as a surprise, oh, I love it. Or if I mention a cause or something that I need help with and someone does it for me or like helps fix the problem for me, I love it. Number 2 would be someone who prioritizes their mental health, somebody that's introspective, takes the time to analyze how they think and feel, and then make adjustments and changes so that they can grow and mature as a person. And then the third one is someone who knows how to communicate effectively. I love when someone can understand how they feel and then communicate that to me and be honest and vulnerable in that sense. It's a difficult thing. It really is. So when someone can do that, I like it. I think it's pretty dope. Okay, next question. What is the best compliment you've ever received? Oh my gosh, I have a few. So I like when people tell me that I smell good. I just told y'all I like smells. I hate stinky smells. So when someone says, oh my gosh, you smell so good, I'm like, really? Thank you. Also, you know, my mom is really big on perfume. So she it might be the reason behind me being so like keen on smell. She loves perfume, and so I love to smell good, and when people know that I smell good, I love it. Oh, another compliment. I like when people compliment my food and they tell me how much they enjoy it. Those are like, it's like the sweetest thing to hear. I've had a few people actually tell me that they don't normally like cabbage, but they love my cabbage. So I love hearing stuff like that. And oh, the last thing, I love when people tell me that I'm funny. I remember the first time somebody told me I was funny and I was like, no, I'm not. I just happened to say one little funny thing. I'm not funny. And then I'm like, well, maybe I am funny, because more people kept saying it. So now I'm like, okay, tell me I'm funny. I love to hear it. Okay, so that's it. Those are the compliments. And if you meet me, don't be trying to say none of that stuff just because you know I like to hear it. Have you ever dated someone you met online? Yes, I have, twice, and both times ended in a positive situation. I enjoyed my time. I enjoyed the people. It was great. So yeah. How many relationships have I had? Let's see. 4? 4. Yeah, 4. Next question. Do I want children and why? Yes. Well, let's see. When I was a little girl, I used to really want to be a mom. Like, really want to be a mom. I couldn't wait to get older to be a mom. And the older I got, I was like, kids are expensive. They are expensive. You have to change your whole lifestyle. You have to be emotionally committed to them. You have to be present. You have to be in an emotional space where you're mature enough to teach them and instill healthy behaviors and ideologies into them. And that takes a lot of work. So the older I've gotten, and I'm the oldest of all of my siblings, so seeing my parents raise my siblings, I'm just like, look, why do I want to choose to complicate my life more? Or not complicate, but like add more responsibility if I don't have to. Like, life is tough on its own. So to like add kids to the mix, it's just like, ugh. And you know, I just finished school. I was changing careers, and I'm just like, I just need to focus on myself. So I'm still on the fence about it. I am open to having children. Yeah, so it's not a hard no, but it's not a hard yes either. Okay, next question. What are your beliefs about marriage? Do you believe that you have to be married before having children? So my beliefs about marriage, I do not believe in marriage in the traditional sense. I feel like marriage, currently how it is defined, it represents oppression or it represents a time in which women didn't have rights. They didn't have autonomy. Back in the day, women had to be married to be able to have access to resources. That's not the case in today's society. Women, even though there is things like the gender pay gap and just other microaggressions that happen because you're a woman, we can work for ourselves and make our own money. So I don't believe in marriage as it was traditionally created. Do I believe in spending your life with someone that you enjoy? Yes. If that works for you, then yes. I think capitalism has also taken over marriage. So like the thing, like engagement rings, planning a whole wedding, all the stuff that goes into a wedding, it's also expensive. And I'm just like, why do I have to spend so much money to commit to someone? Like, if I love someone and want to spend the rest of my life with them, then I'm gonna just do that. It just seems very contractual to me, and I don't believe in love being bound by a contract. But if people choose to do that, then that's fine. I personally do not see that in my future. I would like to spend the rest of my life with someone, but I don't want a wedding. I may celebrate the union of me and that person with friends and family, yes, but I do not want a traditional wedding. So that leads me to say, I do not think that you have to be married to have a child with someone. I do want to say though, you have to be on the same emotional wavelength, the same page in general. Like your desires, your future, how you see yourself has to align with the other person. Yeah, you just have to be in a healthy relationship to have a child. That's what I believe. I don't believe that there is one person for you. Like, I don't believe that God created only one person in all the billions of people on this planet that aligns with you. There are, just like we have different friendships and other types of relationships, like familial relationships, that can also be the same for romantic relationships. And I will expound on that in my dating video that I do, where I talk about commitment styles, different types of preferences in dating, and what my dating life looks like. That I'll cover all of that in that video. But those are my thoughts. Next question. Favorite genre of music and favorite artist. Of course, number one is dancehall music. You already know. I know in my last video it looked like I couldn't Harlem Shake. I can. That's for one. I can Harlem Shake. And two, I could dance really well. I'm Jamaican, of course. I could dance. Other types of genre music I like is like neo soul, R&B, trap music. Yeah, that's basically it. And my favorite type of artist, I don't have one artist that I like, but I like a few artists. I like her. I like Jenny Aiko. I like a little bit of Drake, a little bit. Meg Thee Stallion. Shout out to Meg. I love Sweetie. I just love her whole aesthetic. I love that she is unapologetically herself. She just represents like confidence and just popping. Like, she's just popping. I love it. Love Erykah Badu. I like, oh my God, how can I not remember Jada Kingdom and Stalk Ashley? I love, oh my gosh, I've been listening to them consistently for the last 6 months, it feels like. Vibes, of course. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I listen to a range of people, but those are the people that I like listen to consistently. Next question. Who would I switch places with, and who has my ideal life? Nobody. I don't know what other people got going on, so I can't say that I would want to switch lives with someone, because I might switch lives with like Beyonce, and I don't know what she got going on. Like, it seems dope from the outside looking in, but I'm pretty content with my life. I will say there's some things that I would still like to accomplish that I haven't accomplished yet. It would be dope to be a billionaire. And I want to be like an Angela Davis. Like, I want to be known in the field of diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's what my future is. I'm slowly heading down that path, and I'm pretty content with my life right now. So there's no one that I would want to switch lives with. Yeah. Okay. So there have been these questions on social media where they ask, would you have lunch with Jay-Z or $1 million or something like that? Or would you rather 800 credit score or $1 million or something like that? Let me tell y'all now. If one of the options is like 500 million, whatever million, that will always be my answer. Always. That will always be my answer, because look, we're in the age of technology. You can Google anything. So if I get this money, I'm gonna be on Google looking how I can invest, how to triple, quadruple my finances. Look, I don't need to have the brunch where somebody tells me how to do these things and then I walk away with no money. I'm taking the money. I don't need the 800 credit score, because I can use the money to build my credit. That's liquid cash. You could do so much with that. So that will always be my answer. Last question. Wow, we made it to the end. What is my favorite Jamaican dish? I would have to say, so let's break it down into two categories. So like a meat dish, I would have to say oxtail, definitely number one. And then for like a sides kind of dish, I love festival, fried dumpling. I love plantain. Oh my gosh, I could eat plantain with anything. And what else do I like? Oh gosh, bammy with some piece of jerk chicken. The last time I was in Jamaica, I had bammy with some lobster, and that was delicious. And then soups. My favorite soup is red pea soup, made with beef, not pork, with a lot of dumpling in it and some yam. I love when soup have a lot of food in it. Yam, dumpling, even some potato. And what else do I like? I love Jamaican cherries. And I used to eat coconut drops a lot when I was younger, but I don't really eat that many sweet things now that I'm older. So, I mean, I'll eat it. Oh, I know what sweet thing I love. Tambourine balls. Oh my gosh. Now that I will eat still. That's all I think. So that was my last question. I had fun telling y'all a little bit more about myself. If there's anything else you would like for me to answer, just write it in the comments. I think as my channel grows and as time passes by, I might do another like update video with what's going on in my life or whatever, and I can answer the questions there. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications, please, because I will be releasing more of these types of videos where I do a lot of talking and not that much cooking. On topics like dating, you know, it is the perfect time to actually talk about this. You know, the Will and Jada situation about them having an open marriage came out, and that was in my queue of topics to talk about anyways. That'll be a part of my dating video, talking about how I functioned during the COVID era and doctoral journey, buying a house. I might mesh those two things together because they happen around the same time. So just turn on your post notifications and don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. Oh, what do I want to talk about in the comments? I think I want you guys to tell me something that stood out to you in this video, something that you found that was interesting that I talked about. Thank you all for tuning in into my sun rays. Be nice and vibrant this week. Thank you for watching. Bye.